Hey, what's up, guys? Came across this video with Michael J. White, and the interviewer asked him about Bruce Lee if he could beat Bruce Lee. So he gave his answer. It's a pretty old video, but it popped back up online, and I went through the comment section. There's a lot of people don't know, they don't understand how fighting works and the difference between fighting and acting. But here's the video.
You said that you could have beat Bruce Lee.
Oh, I wish I didn't say that shit.
Well, you know what's funny is just randomly, I was watching Enter the Dragon the other night. I'd forgotten how small Bruce Lee was.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I made a mistake.
What does he weigh, like 160 pounds or
No,
something?
132.
132, there you go.
I mistakenly said that.
I might be able to beat Bruce Lee.
Look,
I'll tackle him first.
the fact is, you know, I am one of these people who, like a lot of action people, stars, or, martial arts stars, I benefit by the belief that martial arts heroes can beat a whole slew of people. I benefit. My family gets fed behind that. So I can't hate on that very much. So that illusion of a martial artist being able to just beat up everybody.
Well, I think you said that at one point you beat up 5 guys at once.
Yeah.
So, it's not all myth.
Well, it's a different thing. It's a different thing. I hit real fucking hard. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, I mean, and most people are not used to that shit.
Yeah, so, I mean, you kind of forget, right? Because you're watching the films, but you got to understand, I don't want to say it's Chinese and nothing like that, but, people from Asia and, Japan and stuff like that, Japanese people, they tend to be more the taller group. But anyway, you're watching the films and you forget about his size, right? It's like, okay, he's this fast guy, but you forget that he's a tiny guy. He's like Floyd Mayweather size. But you're watching the movies and you forget that. But again, size comparison, the guy literally has over 3 pounds over Bruce Lee. Over 100 pounds on Bruce Lee. And the thing about the people in the comment section, and these are inexperienced people, so I'm just like trying to go hard on them like that, but they are inexperienced people. It's 100-pound difference. So keep in mind, they both, they're in the field, right? They have their particular style of fighting. Michael J. White has, I think he's in like 6 of them or something like that. So Bruce Lee has some also. So they're both skilled individuals. The only difference is the size. So you're gonna tell me a guy that's over 100 pounds more than you, and is, if not the same, more experienced than you have a chance to beat him? So a lot of people in the comment section are like, oh yeah, Bruce Lee did this, they, and then you can tell which was clearly lies. A lot of people started making their own stories about him. It's like, I understand all that, but if all this was true, it would be recorded, because they did have cameras back then. Him doing demonstrations and stuff like that. Obviously, they didn't have cell phones back then, so people were saying he had all these famous alley fights. I don't know why you just fight in the alley, but not in the street, but whatever. So I hear you on that, but from a person who's actually done this when I was younger, the amount of people I defeated at these tournaments, because they automatically assume, okay, he's the big guy, I'm the small guy, so I'm automatically going to win. Nah. And I could run across a lot of people at those tournaments who thought like that. They probably watched, a couple of Chuck Norris movies or whatever, and they all acted the same. They tried to intimidate you. Keep in mind, these guys are very small, and they automatically assume. They didn't even think about the skill aspect. They didn't think about, okay, what if this doesn't go your way? They just automatically assume, okay, this guy's bigger than me, I'm gonna win. Never worked out for him. Never worked out for him. I promise you that. So a lot of these guys, because obviously they never did any kind of contact sports, or let alone some type of fighting competition or what, nothing like that. They just sit on their couch, watch TV all day. That's all they do. I guarantee you, don't know Bruce Lee from a can of paint. Well, I don't know him personally, right? I mean, I don't know Michael J. White. But I guarantee you, I will put everything that I own on the line for Michael J. White. That's an easy win for Michael J. White. An easy win. If you think I'm lying, go talk to some of these guys that's in UFC, boxes, whatever. He brought up Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. That's the same shit. Mike Tyson automatically is like 100-something pounds more than him. Now, you can put both of them in their prime, however you want to dress it up. Floyd Mayweather is not even, 165? They said the guy's on 165. Nowhere close to 200. Mike Tyson like, 230 or something like that, whatever. Even if they're both skilled individuals, Mike Tyson would literally murder Floyd Mayweather. That's a fact. If you think otherwise, you need to get your head examined. That's just a fact. The guy has way more size, way more power. That's why they have weight divisions. Now, let's say if they were to actually fight Michael J. White and Bruce Lee, despite let's just say that they don't care about the weight class, it's an easy win for them. So a lot of you guys that idolize Bruce Lee, like I say, he's a great actor. I don't know his personal life. I know he got married to a white girl or whatever, so that's pretty common, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but that's pretty common. No surprise there. But he had a kid. The kid passed away. But outside of that, I don't know if he really has those hands. Like Michael J. White said, he's a good actor, but he's not a fighter. So a lot of you people, you see these action stars, and you automatically assume they can really fight. It's like, no, they like Chuck Norris. He can fight. He can fight. He's not just an actor. He's in karate. Like he hand-to-hand combat. He can fight for real. I know that for a fact. Bruce Lee, from videos they showed online of him doing demonstrations, I know he was a boxer also, but this is what I do know for a fact. Michael J. White gonna straight up body him. I'm telling you guys right now as a warning. If you go out there in the world and automatically assume just because you watched a couple kung fu movies of a guy beating up 100 people at a dojo that you have a chance, no, you do not have a chance. So a lot of people get their feelings hurt because, oh, Bruce Lee, you not see. That's the problem. You guys are so controlled in your fantasy that you lost touch of reality. There's no way in hell. This is take the names out, both of them. It's not Bruce Lee. It's not Michael J. White. You take two guys that's in kickboxing. One is in the lightweight, the other one's in the heavyweight division. Both skilled individuals. Who do you think is going to win, the lightweight or the heavyweight? Now, if you say the lightweight, get your head examined. So he's not taking a shot at the guy, and a lot of guys trying to uphold his name, and I understand that. But we talking about reality. We're not talking about no fucking Dragon Ball Z. We're not talking about no Naruto. This is real life. And for somebody who's came across this video and you believe otherwise, you're gonna put yourself and your family in trouble. I promise you. Because there's a lot of guys like you. We've seen a couple of them. We used to go out to the club a lot late at night. There's always this guy with a little man syndrome. He had too much to drink, and he wants to fight all the big guys. So luckily, we always kept our composure because we already knew what it was. No big deal. And then more than likely he has a girl with him, so he's trying to prove to her that he's this big tough guy, which he's not. He's a small wannabe tough guy, but that does happen. But don't go around thinking that, oh yeah, he's a big guy. Big guys are easy to beat. No, man. No. Now, does it happen? Yeah, that happens. But normally when that happens, it's always the big guy has no experience fighting, and then the little guy does. So if you want to include that in the scenario, by all means, go ahead. But if you have two skilled individuals, and one is 100+ pounds more than the other guy's going to lose every single time. Now, something may happen. He might win, because not necessarily saying because the big guy. I understand, but we're talking about people of the same skill level. Of the same skill level. We're not talking about some drunk big guy who walked out the bar and then some little guy put him in a headlock and put him to sleep. No. We talking about skilled individuals. So this dude has a huge advantage to beat the little guy, even though he's skilled as well. But if you think I'm lying, then why do they have weight classes in the UFC? Why do they have weight classes in boxing? There you go. So this, I'm seeing the comments, and I'm like, these people not. You already know they don't have any experience in fighting. That's a dead giveaway. They don't have any experience in any form of martial arts. That's a dead giveaway. But it's so many people that walks around thinking this. That's the way they think. Like, oh, I can, because he's bigger than me, I can beat him. What? No. So I'm just, a lot of people get their feelings hurt, but that's an easy win. I'll literally put all my possessions on the line for Michael J. White. That's an easy win for him. A fact, Bruce Lee stands no chance.
And you weigh how much?
225.
Yeah, so
Well,
there you have it.
Yeah, and I've done it all my life. So it's a different thing. So, but if I had said that amongst fighters, they'd completely understand. There's not one real fighter that would dispute what I said.
Right,
because
a 220
they know,
pounder versus a 130 pounder.
Yeah, at the time I said I was 235, but it's like
100 plus pounds.
Exactly, and then somebody who is not a fighter. So
solid ass muscle at that.
Even if it's amongst elite fighters, Floyd Mayweather is, and I'll defend this with anybody, is the most advanced fighter who ever lived. It should be no disputing that. No disputing that. But there's no freaking way in the world he's going to beat Mike Tyson. Nah. He could run across the street, dive off a table, and punch Mike Tyson with all he has, and it's not going to affect him.
Yeah, we all know what class has been within featherweight or something like that. I mean, they got energy for days, but they don't have any power. Now you got some, fighters who do have some power, but they're not known for power. Look up his Mayweather record. How many knockouts does he have? And I'm talking about TKOs. I'm talking about when you put somebody to sleep. How many of those do we have on his record? So, but then again, that's Tyson automatically got 100 pounds over him anyway. That's just, people will want to see it because they're just lunatics, but in the real world, that'll never happen because, again, it's just, he'll literally get murdered trying to fight, like for real. Tyson will murder that dude with no problem, with fucking one punch, two punch. By the third one, he's out of there. If he's not dead, he has severe brain damage, like forever brain damage. So
yeah, it's just physics. It's just not. So when I say, oh yeah, it could have been Bruce Lee, I wish I didn't say that because he's my hero too.
Yeah.
But I said that against people's hero, and they weren't supposed to hear that. And the fact is, I should be able to say I can beat, Thor. The way I feel is like, if I have to fight Thor, Thor's got to die. That's my attitude. So if Bruce Lee, and anybody else, from my perspective, they got to die.
Right.
But,
so, I mean, if I were to ask you, can you beat Floyd Mayweather right now?
What? Come on, Floyd. I mean, if you ask Floyd Mayweather if he could beat me, he would say no. I mean, he knows what a fighter. I mean, Floyd did. I mean, he did a great job with Conor McGregor. That is the heaviest person he ever had to fight.
Because Floyd weighs how much?
There was real danger there, but Floyd just he outsmarted him. I'm very fast.
Yeah, because if you watch that Floyd Mayweather and that McGregor fight, McGregor. They both small, but they let you know like how small Mayweather is. It's a dude tiny. So of course he won. He beat McGregor, but we all know. I mean, in reality, like they were like to fight outside, like on the street somewhere. Mayweather would, because he's a skilled fighter. He's not a skilled boxer, but him being a fighter will outweigh a boxer. Like unless you're just that good, but. I'm just speaking as far as Mayweather on Mayweather level. If them two were to fight, catch them on the street fighting, McGregor will mop him up no problem because he's a fighter. He's not a boxer. Like you see his matches, man. Elbows. He's a UFC fighter. He's not a boxer. So not saying Mayweather couldn't beat him, but if he was the same size, well, I don't want to stretch this video, but the dude is just small. He's small. He doesn't have he don't have power like that. And then he's dealing with a guy who's way, way more advanced than him and bigger. So Mayweather's not going to beat him. He's not going to beat him. Now, if he was the same size as him, again, we're talking about a street fight. We're not talking about boxing. You can't use your legs in boxing. So again, Not saying the boxer wouldn't win, but you know what I mean. Like you're dealing with a actual skilled fighter, not a boxer. So it's different when you're in a street fight compared to when you're in the ring. You know what I mean, or in the octagon, because you know they got rules in both. But when you street fight, anything goes. So not saying the boxer couldn't beat him if he was the same size or whatever, but you know what I mean. He has to deal with a lot more. So it's just if you know, you know. But at the end of the day, if those two were to be out in the street fight, McGregor would just mop him up. That's an easy win. Easy win.
I'm unusually fast for a big guy.
Yeah, Floyd weighs 150 pounds.
Yeah, yeah. And Conor is like more like 175.
Yeah.
When you are under 200 pounds, though, that, man, 5 pounds makes a huge difference. But unless you're a fighter, you're not going to understand that.
Well, it says Conor McGregor says 154 pounds. Maybe he was heavier during that fight.
No, he was definitely heavier. He was so much bigger than Floyd. I mean, you look at the skeleton. You know what I mean? A lot of times, you take the flesh away. Look at the skeleton of the fighters. That really shows you what's really happening.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, and it's, you know, so Floyd dismantled them the real smart way, but Floyd was in real danger because he's fighting a much bigger dude.
Yeah, getting hit with the wrong punch and boom.
Yeah, for real. So it's a different thing. I mean, Floyd's such a master, but it's different when you're, you know, you got that much difference of a weight.
So on top of you being able to beat Bruce Lee, you're now
I shouldn't
saying,
have said that shit.
You're now saying you could also
anybody.
beat Floyd Mayweather.
Of course.
This is the new
Come
quote.
on.
I can beat Bruce Lee and Floyd Mayweather. You might as well just say it at the same time.
I mean, it's true, so you know.
What? But Floyd wouldn't say he beat Conor McGregor in a street fight.
Yeah.
He wouldn't say that.
Yeah, kicking and so forth.
Yeah, because then you're saying
Yeah.
fighting, you mean everything. You know, it's like, come on. You know, that's, man, like, again, Floyd's the best boxer who ever freaking lived. I'm the biggest Floyd Mayweather fan. I even, like, in my choreography and, you know, Never Back Down 3, I'm doing Floyd Mayweather shit in there. You know what I mean? He's influenced me so much. I study that guy. I will watch Floyd Mayweather on slow motion, like, for an hour. Like, I'm a fight nerd. That dude is just the most advanced ever. But I mean, that whole Bruce Lee thing, if there was something I could take back, I would have taken back that statement because I just fucked with everybody's hero, including mine, right? So I sound like an absolute asshole, even though I'm, you know, of course it's the truth. If he had to fight anybody that was above 150, you're an actor fighting a real fighter. Like if he had to fight
a real fighter.
Benny Urquidez. Oh my God, Benny Urquidez. Fighting is not pretty. It's trading blows. You know, if you're not used to getting hit, guess what's going to happen? You know? So it's, you know, I hate that I said it, but it is the truth.
Yeah, so I mean, we're not trying to attack no one's character and nothing like that, but it's a great topic. But that lets you know who that separate the people who knows about this whole actual fighters from actors. So a lot of people, and that's the thing too, you know, they idolize the guy so much that they believe he's invincible, and that's what we have to bring him back down to you know, to reality. It's like, no, he's a good actor, but he's not a fighter. Now some people say, you know, they got their own stories or whatever, but at the end of the day, like I told you guys before, I'll literally put all my stuff, everything I own, and I'll bet it on Michael J. Watt. That's an easy cleanup. So, but yeah, what's your thoughts down below? You know, if you like the video, if you don't like the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. You know, if you got $1, please, you know, drop my Cash App if you can. And yeah, until next time.